There are many ways to use compression on guitar in a mix, and if you are new to music production and mixing, it can sometimes be overwhelming. However, using the Waves Renaissance Axe compressor, I'm going to show you how easy it can be to add compression to the guitars in your mix. Here is a simple piece of music with a couple of electric guitars and an acoustic guitar picking a few chords. We also have a bass track and a lead guitar track playing over a simple drum pattern. Let's start with the acoustic guitar. I first put EQ on it. Here I use the Waves API 550B. I then put the Renaissance Axe compressor on the track. The controls are fairly easy on the Renaissance Axe. Threshold sets the point where Renaissance Axe begins to compress and attenuate the gain. The lower the threshold, the more compression will be applied. At the same time, auto makeup gain is applied, essentially making the notes lower in volume louder and bringing the peaks down to even out the overall dynamic of the track. If you look at the before and after wave file here, you can see how the one with compression applied to it is more level. Now let's take a listen. The other controls are just as simple. Attack sets how fast you want the compressor to kick in. A small attack value will reduce the initial transient and make for a duller sound, but with very good peak control. Whereas a long attack time will allow the transient attack to pass on. The last control is the output gain control. Use this to set the output level of the Renaissance Axe. Above the gain fader, you will see a limiting indicator. This is not a clip light, but it will light up to indicate the output limiter is working. If you see the limiter consistently working on red, then it is recommended to lower the gain until the limiting is reasonable. Next, let's look at electric guitars. Like the acoustic guitar, you can set it directly on the track itself. Or if you have a couple of electric guitars like we do here, you can send them to a bus and put a single Renaissance Axe compressor on the bus to give it a more cohesive feel. I also use Renaissance Axe on the bass. As you can see on the before and after file, just like the acoustic guitar, the notes are more even and level. For the lead guitar, it was a bit different in that I put the Renaissance Axe compressor before the virtual amp, which controls the dynamics of the guitar before it even hits the amp. Either before or after the amp is fine. Try both and see what you prefer. I like putting it before the amp as it gives the notes a bit more sustain on the tail. These are just a few tips to get you going. The great thing about the Renaissance Axe compressor is that it's easy to get a great sound quickly. Try it on your guitars and bass and let me know what you think.